Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome to the first ever 1.30 Let's Play on the series, and hopefully the first ever Battle Pope to be on the Emperor patch and also on YouTube. So, if that's the case, then welcome. Welcome to 1.30, because, goddamn, we have a lot of things to look at. This isn't going to be a super challenging, Iron Man, get achievements type of Let's Play. I've been doing quite a lot of those recently, but no, because it's 1.30 and because we're starting off something new, I was thinking I'd take a bit of time to explain things more often. I won't be going for the papal achievements, not as much. There's one that will inevitably end up getting, which is the Kingdom of God achievement. Obviously, you just need to enact the Kingdom of God. Fairly simple stuff, not that hard to do from the experience I do have playing as the Papal States. Oh boy, where do I even begin? Well, I'd like to start playing, but I feel like I should give a special mention to his states and how very different they are. I'll be explaining these mechanics quite a bit as we go through, but let's make the whole thing supernatural and let's just get started. So, let's start off with the fact that it runs a little, doesn't run so great on my PC right now, and so I went ahead and got myself a new CPU. Oh boy, there's more to mention than even that, huh? It's not installed yet, so if the quality, goes up considerably in the next few episodes, that's the reason why. But, right, so now, obviously, Genoa and Valencia are split. We start off with our merchant in Valencia. We don't have to move that. We also have one in Alexandria pushing towards Genoa, which is quite nice. I think they changed the color of the Ragusa trade node to be Ragusa's color as well. I'm not going to go ahead and, just explain everything in the game, obviously, but, you'll go ahead and notice that things are quite a bit different. Now, one of the problems with having the Teutonic Order as a rival is that, what is it? It's over here. Yeah, we need to have the Teutons like us at 100%, so it's a little unfortunate that they've gone ahead and rivaled us, but seeing as they're going to be going through a bit of a disaster soon, it doesn't really matter that much. I'm sure they'll be forced to unrival. For us, though, we'll go ahead and grab Provence. Maybe we'll go ahead and grab Florence. That might not be bad. Venice is also a pretty good one, usually. I might go for Venice because I get Reconquest on that. It really depends. Austria doesn't like you, so it is in my best interest to rival Venice. I was thinking also Florence. Though surprisingly, Florence has not rivaled me. Interesting. We'll go ahead and make it Florence anyway, because they're rather close. Don't see a reason not to. Alright, what's next? Well, let's see what we have here. Right, I guess I should explain estates. Oh, actually, no, I should get my alliance with Austria. My free alliance into the Empire. Oh, the Empire, which has changed significantly. Yeah, I'll be explaining a bit of this later as well. Not in too much detail, we're not doing a very HRE-centric run, but let's say the borders get a little interesting. Let's start with that. They're a little fascinating to look at once we move forward. Who else should I ally? Austria is not a fan of you. Could ally Castile, which wouldn't be terrible. I just need to grab a few strong allies, and that's really just it. Can't really see in this menu, I'll wait a day for that. There we go. Okay, now I can check. Oh boy, a bunch of nations everywhere, huh? Alright, so Castile's not too far off, really. Yes, I don't think so. I can probably end up allying Castile, which would be quite nice. I do need to grab a few different alliances. One, I think, with Bosnia as well. Is sort of a mission I have to do, so... oh right, there's also something to do with Lithuania. There's a ton of stuff to do. Let me start off with explaining our current objectives, right? Because we have a bunch of stuff up here and one down here. This is simply the Renaissance. We get something free for the rest of the game, so that'll be cool when that pops up. This one allows Lithuania to start converting their lands, because Lithuania has very little, which is actually Catholic, and a lot of Orthodox land, so we're going to try and help them out a little bit with that. So, 100 relations with Lithuania, get a bunch of cash. I need to ally 3 Catholic countries, which was kind of what I was doing there. Form the Swiss Guard. You can do that whenever you want. The Swiss Guard is a very small mercenary company, but it's nice to have around because it's cheap. And then, of course, we need to invade our neighbors. So, these are the five, I guess, objectives here. And to go along with those objectives, we have sort of a return of the mission system. You know, if you remember the old mission system, this is really similar to it. So, the diet is essentially just, you get an agenda and you have to fill out some sort of, some sort of objective, obviously. So, we can either bring Roma's base tax to 11, we can conquer Ravenna. Is that conquer Ravenna or is that integrate? That'd be a conquer one. If I remember where Ravenna is. And every time I hit the F key on this, for some reason, just auto inputs F, which is really, really annoying. But I'm sure that'll be fixed or something. Okay, yeah, that's reconquest against Venice. There's a decent chance that if I do it early enough, Austria might help me. Venice is not part of the HRE, so there's a decent chance they might just help us out. We'll see. We'll see. But usually I like to go for something that's... Oh, build up a treasury. That one's less useful. We do get 20 years. I feel like a retake Ravenna is accomplishable within 20 years. What else do we need here? Well, once the 100 Years' Wars start, we'll start off a war with Provence. And let's do our estates. Okay. So I'm going to start off by seizing the land from the estates here. That'll give us 5% estate land back, but what'll happen is it'll also reduce the loyalty of all of our estates. But that's okay, because this is essentially, there's a rotation to this kind of, you know. You want to give them some power, but every now and then you're going to have to take it back, and then eventually you take back the power you've given them to, and that's sort of how the whole estates thing works now. But essentially, I'm going to start off by giving the nobility this, which will give us 1 extra military per month, which is great. That'll also reduce us by quite a bit of crown land, you see here, so we do have to select those decisions pretty carefully. There are only a few of them, though. You know, primacy of the nobility, primacy of the burghers and the clergy and stuff. I'm going to go for religious state, I believe, which will be the next one. The reason why we can't do one for the burghers as well is that that'll drop my crown land to below 30, and doing that gives you a bunch of penalties. Now, I haven't really tested out whether that'll be worth doing anyway. You know, maybe you do want to drop below crown land to get yourself that extra diplo per month, but I haven't done enough testing, which is also the reason we're not doing a super difficult run today. Alright, nobility, what else do I want here? Let's go for... maybe the right of council will be fine as well. And what else do we want here? Aristocratic councilors is usually not bad to grab. Just gotta make sure I'm doing these right. And there's the last one that I want, which is strong duchies. If you have two vassals, I believe... oh, that's a little loud. Anyways, if you have 2 vassals, then you can put this on, reduces their liberty desire, gives you those extra relations, and it's beautiful. Turn that down just a bit. Okay, for the clergy, we're going to do the same thing for the admin, I think, but we're going to wait a few seconds. Yeah, we're going to boost our stab up by 1 first. But we'll go ahead and grab ourselves a military advisor. Notice how these are a lot cheaper now. Oh boy, these are really terrible ones. These guys are absolute garbage. Okay. How about I go for land maintenance? That's fine. What else can I give to the clergy temporarily? Right. The reason I didn't do this is for the stab cost, but I could do some other things. Oversight by the clergy increases their loyalty equilibrium, which is also super important. But you automatically get that as your government reform as a papacy, so that's not super important yet. Oversight by the clergy, yeah, we don't need that. That's what I just talked about. And what about this over here? Right, monopolies. Let's talk about monopolies. Monopolies are things you can grant to some of the estates, and what happens is you get 8 years of that production's worth immediately, and an extra mercantilism, which is pretty nice. But what happens is you don't make any money for the next 10 years. Right, so for 10 years you make nothing, but you get 8 years worth of that, which I find is pretty good. We're going to go for something that's low impact, though. We don't want to give him too much, because that'd be bad, because we lose a lot of money off of this one, but we lose less money on this one for the same mercantilism. So, you know. Get those efficiencies in there. What else can we give them? Free enterprise is pretty good. Boost up that equilibrium. The reason why you want to have a high equilibrium is because if whenever you revoke crown land, it's going to reduce them by 20. And every time you reduce them by 20, well, there's a chance that it could drop below 30 if you're not careful. And if you do that, well, then your plans start coming up all screwy. I will ally Milan, and who else? Right, I needed to send this guy over here. Also allying Castile as well. I'm really sorry for the long-winded explanation of things, but it is, it's one of the earliest things you're probably going to watch. And so I kind of wanted to explain a few things, because why not? Let's grab ourselves a general as well. Ooh, he's really not that good. Okay. Oh well. We'll make do with what we have. Maybe I'll only improve with one of our vassals for now. I'll try and get some more alliances while also improving my relationship with Austria. We have something pretty particular to do there. I want to join the Empire, which has been made a little bit easier nowadays. To join the AHRE, for us, it only takes 141 relations. And I've seen a lot of countries, I mean like a lot of countries, just hopping in and out of the HRE. It's kind of crazy, so we'll see exactly what we can get done here. How much was that, actually? We need 141. Okay, well this should be good enough, because I'm about to do something different as well. So what we can do, as the papal dude, as the Pope man, we can appoint a cardinal and use the Curia's, the Curia's treasury, because I'm cheap and I don't want to do it myself. I could also enact a golden bull right now, but that's okay. We'll just wait a bit for that one, because I am greedy. So, Austria's opinion is 148. We could join the HRE. Beautiful. That's all we need to do. That's it. It adds all of our land, which is adjacent to the HRE land, I believe. So, of course, Avignon is not joined in. But I think if we manage to get a border, yeah, we can probably add in Avignon anyway, so, no harm in that. Yeah, we'll have to wait for France to be in the 100 Years' War. Hopefully it happens. We'll see. I find that it happens more often than not, so don't think anything was changed, but just in case, might have changed for the better for us. Not much to do for now, so I'm just gonna speed 5 for a quick second. I actually do have enough admin. Boost up to 1 stab. So I'm gonna go over here. And what was it? Yeah, the Clerical Advisory Council. 25% cheaper admin advisors as well. And we'll go and do the same thing for the burghers. Diplomatic advisor cost for stab cost. As long as you don't have to spend stab, then you're pretty much okay. Which is really dangerous, but at the same time, I kind of like how it's done. Right, HRE hasn't changed that much, except for this path, and, well, of course, the Imperial incidents, of course, are really different and stuff. But a lot of these things will be familiar once you play around with it. There's not much to explain there. It's very straightforward once you get the hang of it. Now, let's go ahead and grab our embargoes. Forgot to do that. Grab one on Provence as well. And we'll go ahead and grab one for Florence. Beautiful. I wanted to invade you. I have to wait until the 19th of November, and we'd have to offer Austria some land, but they definitely do it. So I'm probably going to go ahead, boost up that, and enact a Golden Bull. Now, Golden Bulls, if you weren't, in the loop for all the changes to Catholicism here, we have the Curia powers cost decrease, absolutism, a bunch of stuff over here. Some of the more useful ones I find are De Gratia Rex, because -2 unrest in all Catholic provinces is really nice for you when you're doing early game conquering and stuff. Another really super incredibly useful one is Immensa Eternidade. I did not say that right. Like Eternidade or something. Because cardinals can spread institution, If someone gets colonialism, and they have a cardinal which has colonialism in that province, everyone with a cardinal gets the spread of colonialism. Incredibly powerful. Absolutely stupid powerful. So, we're not going to take it because we're greedy, and we're in Italy, so we'll get the Renaissance anyway. Alrighty, well, yeah, just Naxos, Saluzzo, and the Knights. Should be a very, very easy victory, so long as we have Austria on our side. Let's check the numbers, actually. Oh, haha, actually, you don't need to, because guess what? Down here, it's fantastic. I love this so much. I no longer have to whip out a calculator whenever I'm trying to play EU4 now, so... Oh, it's so fantastic. I love that. I love all the little, you know, I don't know, like, what are those called? Like, little quality of life changes. That's the one. I can't believe I forgot the term. Quality of life changes are just, they're so beautiful. It's the little things that you don't notice, but when they're brand new, oh, goddamn, you notice them so much. I absolutely love them. Anyways, right, none of this land is HRE, so we should be fine. And you're also my rival, correct? Yes, so we should be getting some sizable power projection from this as well. Well, let's get started. Actually, no alliance with you just yet, and I don't feel like you're going to. That's okay. Let's go for reconquest of Ravenna. Bring in Austria. What do you want, actually? Not that much, so that's pretty good. I was kind of thinking of grabbing this, because that would let me take Mantua as well. And when invading the city-states up here, we only have to have 6 provinces. We start with 1. Or sorry, we start with 2, actually, because we have the vassal as well. Let's go for a reconquest, bring in Austria, and let's begin. Go and grab that, and everyone in the HRE is going to give us access now because we are at war on the side of the Emperor, so nothing to worry about there. I'm sure Ravenna will go and take that back pretty quick. There we go. It's always good to dismantle the Venetian navy early game. Where is this? This is... can't even see. Grasslands. Okay, beautiful. 8-3... Grasslands, we have the general. I mean, it's a terrible general, no shock. Absolute garbage, but we're making do anyway. Nice stack wipe. Oh, it's beautiful. Maybe I didn't even need Austria. We'll see. Can you go there? Oh, you can't. Okay. But you can go there, and that works for me. Okay, I really only want a few provinces. Taking stuff without claims, even if it's not directly in the HRE, next to the HRE is generally not the best idea. So, we're going to try and stay a bit modest with what we take here, because technically this counts as taking land with no CB. The game is letting me take way too much stuff here, actually. Why would you let me take this stuff? That seems illegal. If I did this, then, you know, it's a terrible idea, but if I just took that stuff up here, for some reason that's allowed, and I won't have the wrath of the entire HRE on me? Curious. Interesting. Well, we'll see how things go. There's also a pretty decent chance that Naples is going to go independent in this game, which will be quite nice. The thing when Naples goes independent is that there's a couple of different options. I haven't, you know, explored them myself. I haven't played as Naples to figure them all out, but on previous runs of the Papal State, I know that sometimes when Naples goes independent, we get an event that's like, you know, Naples refuses to bow to the papacy or something like that, so that's kind of interesting. We get a subjugation CB on Naples. Using it is usually a bad idea from what I've tried, because it gives you like 57 aggressive expansion. And you will get a coalition. Now, if you're allied to strong allies, like, you know, if you're allied to France or something, usually it's fine. I actually was allied to France. Unfortunately, they had the 100 Years' War and I was betrayed. So, That didn't work out in the end, but surely, if it does happen this time, we'll be okay. Surely. There's no guarantee, actually. There's absolutely no guarantee. We'll see if it works out. Right. Eastern Catholicization, beautiful. It just gives them some missionary strength and missionary maintenance decrease. So that's cool. What else do we have here? Catholic nations to get some good old Diplo. Need some quick cash. And we need to invade some provinces. Okay. One of those is actually over here, so I could start invading Naples once they become free. Apparently, it's quoted as overwhelmingly likely that AI Aragon will release Naples. But we'll see how that whole thing goes. Might actually... There was a chance for us to ally Aragon. Also allied with Austria. That's interesting to me. What would I be able to take? Right, we do need to take that fort. Very true. I might want to go over here and just defend the fort first, though. Yeah, everyone's just dogpiling on Roma. That's not cool, to be honest. I can't really fight those guys off, but maybe I can stack wipe this 2k. How many men are there? 20,000. Yeah, we do have about 18,000 over here. So I'm willing to bet. If we did something kind of like this, actually. This unit goes over there. This unit hangs back a little bit. Oh, okay. A little bit of money for some Sistine Chapel. Yearly devotion, beautiful. Alright, there's another fort. Oh boy, absolute chaos. Which one is me and which one is Austria? Who knows? We have like practically the same map color. For real though, I literally cannot tell the difference. There is no color difference. There is no difference between these two colors. Not that I can see, at least. Maybe I have color blindness. I don't know. There's always the possibility, but... Oh, Austria, please don't. Roma should hold for a really long time. It'll get devastated, of course. I know, there's no way to really go around that, but... We could pretty easily just, you know, hang on to Venezia first. Before they grab Roma. Well, that's how the theory always goes, anyway. No real way to make sure that that happens, but... Let's get rid of you. You're high enough relations with me for me to be okay. I could actually ally Castile, which I find significantly better than allying Aragon, because I need to take Aragon's land anyway, so... I will probably ally Castile. I'll probably ally... And we'll figure out the rest of them after this war. If I really wanted to be cheeky, I could take Venezia itself. But that doesn't do too much for me. Taking this land doesn't do much. I don't collect here anyway, so... It's nothing too incredibly important. I don't like how they're starting to get positive on my fort. They've caught up with me a lot faster than I've caught up with them. Despite the fact that we have the same defensive decrease. I don't like that. That's actually worrying. Maybe I can hold off on a couple things first. Apparently we don't have anything in here. Hold on a second. That's the timer, but... Let me think of something first. They're gonna grab Roma, which is not good. Apparently we don't have a fort in here. I guess it counts Venezia as the fort. I feel like they're gonna take Roma first. That would be very, very bad. Yeah, it's almost inevitable. I'm gonna move these guys out of the way. They are very statistically likely to be doing that. Yeah, there it goes. Well, well. What happened here? Rome is lost, the Pope is reminded, which means either he can die, or... Oh, there's a pretty good chance he won't die. But how good is he? Like, how good is this dude anyway? He's not that great. Ah, he didn't end up dying, goddammit. There we go. Siege of Venezia is done, meaning we can... Ooh. Oh! The reason is because I was demanding the fort... Oh, I'm so stupid. I was demanding a fort that I wasn't supposed to. That's the reason why it didn't let me take stuff. I feel a little dumb now. Just a little bit. Okay, I'd rather take Treviso instead. I actually could have pieced out without them sieging Rome. I did something stupid, so let's not worry about that. I would like to give you Istria, actually, to make you happy. That would require me to give up that. What else can I take, though? I could take something down here. Colonial Pope? Pope beyond the borders, maybe? That would be interesting. I could take this, which would be very interesting. Could invade Ragusa as well. I don't know, I don't think I need that. Nor do I really want it. I kind of want it, but I kind of don't want it. I think I'd rather take the money instead. Although, let's be warned, there is sometimes a bug where I don't get as much money as I'm supposed to, right? This is some pretty hot code. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. I have, on multiple occasions, experienced a bug where I do not get all the money. So, I'm supposed to get, where is it? 26 of this amount, you know? 26 plus 15 is around, what is that, 41? Believe so. Yes, that would make sense. 41, let's see. Okay, we actually did get it this time. Sometimes it's on certain runs, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You're never really sure when it's going to happen to you, so just in case. Right, let's bring these guys back home. We've retaken Ravenna, which is beautiful. Gotten ourselves a couple of nice things here. Venice has actually sold a province to the Ottomans, which is exceedingly cursed. I didn't think we crushed Venice that hard. I think they actually, you know, did a number on us pretty well, but... Anyways. We can do this, we can do that. We'll bring the boys back together. There should be relatively fewer separatists on here. Because, yeah, we have some pretty decent tolerance and de gratia rex, which will be helping us out a little bit here. Let's actually detach these guys. You can go and protect trade in Genoa. These guys will do their job of moving the troops over. Oh, let's go with some mercantilism. Let's ally Castile. And I believe we'll prepare for this war here. Yeah, we're getting really close to starting this next war. Grab some Catholic fraternity, and we'll end off today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the first episode of Battle Pope. We'll be coming back next time to invade Provence, hopefully. I mean, looks like France is not interested in protecting them anymore, so I might have to step in to protect them myself. For now, this is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a quick thank you to the patrons you see on screen here for the month of June, especially those in the Admiral tier, Ben Greenhagen, Car Newley, and Tiger Pop, those in the General tier, Justinian and Brennan Arcano, and in the Prince tier, Natsuki and Rockbox, and in the King tier, Chewy Shoot. Thank you all so much for your donations, it means a lot to me, and you're helping to move the channel forward more than you know. And as always, I can't possibly thank you enough.